Knees. When I see people throw knees, unfortunately, they take their sparring session and they put that performance into a fight. You do this in sparring, what is that going to do? What is this going to do? It's going to hurt the inside of your knees. What is a knee like this going to do? Well, exactly what you already saw. You're spreading out the impact. Spreading out the impact. Yeah, what do you think hurts the most? Imagine this is a leg for now, right? This, or that. And then everybody's going to go, oh, the last one. Why? Because the least amount of muscles catching that punch or kick, whatever it is, the more it's going to penetrate, the more it hurts. Okay, this is important. You don't want to spread it out. You want to go straight into the muscle. So most of the time, that is a 90-degree angle into the target. Okay, so how am I going to do this with the leg? It's the same thing as a roundhouse knee. Now, in order, what I always say, imagine you put your kid. Your kid is 3 years old. Sweet little girl. I got 3 girls. I put her here, and her head is there. And I cannot knee her in the face. Of course I don't want to knee her in the face. She's my daughter. I wouldn't knee any kid in the face, by the way. So what I'm going to be forced to do is throw my knee over her head, and I put my foot behind it, and I have to open this foot. This is very important, this left foot. If I don't open this foot like this, what's going to happen, it's going to be very hard for me to get a 90-degree angle. Look, because if I keep my foot like this, it's very hard for me to make that angle. But if I open it up, it's very easy to go straight into there. So from that angle, my foot is behind the knee. The foot is behind the knee. Now, if you use your knee cap, not your thigh, your knee cap, because you shout, give him a knee. You don't say, give him a knee, a thigh. You don't say that. You say a knee cap. Knee cap penetrates everything, whether you do it to the leg or to the body. So bring it open and poof, that little dull sound, that's the kneecap penetrating the body, and that will work. By the way, if you do that with low kicks, 1 or 2 knees, that's it, fight is over. Really, boss? Yes, really, because nobody's going to expect it, and when they don't expect it, they're not going to flex. And when they don't flex this muscle, yeah, that's a Charlie horse, right? We did this as kids. Hit somebody from the back while he's not expecting it, and the muscle is relaxed just with your hand, and it hurts tremendously. Well, imagine this knee going there. I give you one last story. I had a student, Amir Ronavardi. He fought a guy at an Indian reservation one time. I think it was King of the Cage, one of those shows. And he fought a guy who was like 315 pounds, and he is 180 pounds. Big difference. The guy was gigantic, but he was wearing a tank top. So he said, dude, what do I do? What do I do? I said, it's very simple. The fight starts, you close the distance, you go underneath his armpit, you grab him from the back. Now, if you can't go around and you can't grab your hands together, grab his tank top so you got a little bit of a grip. And then I want you to move your hips away from him and then start kneeing with the kneecap his hamstrings. Poof, straight in there, just like that. That sound with the kneecap. 2 knees. The guy went down, he mounted the guy, knocked him out, ground and pound. That's what I'm saying. 2 freaking knees. So study these knees and then make the conscious decision that when you go to a fight, that you're not fighting like you're sparring, because that's what I see in fighting. This is not going to do anything. You're petting your opponent. You will actually going to be able to be reversed. So watch out for that stuff. Go full power. Once you go full power, fight's going to stop. You're going to be the winner. Who's going to look good? That's right, you. Godspeed. Fight on. I wanted this here as a tattoo to watch my 6. Yeah, it means let the Holy Cross be my light, let not the dragon be my guide. Be gone, Satan, never tempt me with your vanities. All that pours from you is evil. Drink your own poison. That's it. Yeah, they just give me a gun, the seals, and they had that in my handle. It's a really badass gun.